first from Inferno, starting on the T side here, Mirage. They've got themselves a couple of smokes and 4 flashbangs in total. They send most of their manpower over towards the B bomb site here, Anders. So one player towards A, that's going to be Rops, who have just Kevlar, no utility, as they send 4 players over for a full execution, potentially. The CTs are ready for the rush.
Yeah, the fact that Rops is alone like this is a big giveaway to what's going to happen. He usually plays this kind of thing, especially on pistol rounds, and this is actually one of the 2 pistol rounds that Faze loves to run. The other one is more of a straight A execute, but the other one is this B one. Now, I'd say normally you actually see Rops in the middle to catch anyone rotating through that part of the map, which he could be close to doing now, or maybe he just joins the rest of them. But either way, they're going to go straight for it. Naf is on his own back here and run over, and you can see Rops there at top mid. Yeah, this is a very classic setup, something that Faze love to do. 4 versus 5 on this one, and yeah, they're checking for him. I guess OC's been watching the demos too, so he knew what was up. Still, it's a very hard retake that's coming up here for Liquid, no doubt.
And you got the boosted twist as well on the bomb side. This will be incredibly difficult. It all starts here though, as Rain firing off shots from the bench. They'll exchange blows here. Yekindar takes him down eventually, but time is of the essence here. They're not finding the kills that brings him out on top, and time is running very thin indeed. They've got the man advantage. They could defuse this if they started right here, right now. They've got the kit. Karrigan just need to deny the flam.
Oh, hold on. With the kit on top, they actually did it. OC, 4 kills, and Rainwaker, he was so low on health. If he got tagged by 1 bullet there from Karrigan, it would have been a round for them, and they would have stopped the bomb, definitely, or the defuse, but it just didn't work out that way. That's a really tough retake for Liquid. They're going to be hyped about this one. Look at OC's shots that are coming through in some of these.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. They actually come out on top there. All things considered, losing the opening pick. The bomb down, halfway gone by the time they actually commit to the retake there. But, like I said, bomb planted does mean the Galils can come out in full force here in round number 2. Rifles across the board here. Bomb and T spawn as they battle for control top of middle. No real aggression from the CTs just yet. We've got Yekindar towards the connector. Smoked off for now. And we can see Karrigan and Rops operating towards the pallets. As mentioned, though, the bomb all the way back. Difficult to recover. I think Karrigan's realizing now.
Yeah, someone needs to be on bomb duty, otherwise it's going to get a bit messy. No point in executing a split to the A bomb site and just having to run back to pick up the bomb, so probably was a little bit of a hiccup there. It's Brokey to pick it up instead. You cannot bullet, and he's down to 11. That's uncomfortable, but there's only 1 smoke on Karrigan right now, so either could be CT spawn or jungle. Either way, it's not a lot to go for a full execute behind 1 smoke.
So Brokey, he's got the bomb now. It's Rain up in towards ladder room. Detected by Nafly though. He'll get the first kill on the board here, and the commitment towards A comes through. Very basic execution. 1 smoke. A flashbang will come over, and it's Patsy to receive.
Yeah, you see the smoke's gone down towards jungle, and that still leaves another, 5 positions on the bomb side open. So they're running deep into it. They're trying to see if they can get there. No one's checked for Patsy, and as a result, Brokey is going to get shot in the back, and Karrigan's practically dead as well. It's going to be a good cleanup. Only 1 casualty, and Patsy, yeah, solid defense, and also partly because Faze just, it's a great illustration of why you need the utility to execute onto A.
Yeah, didn't really get anything going there whatsoever. Patsy's position undetected. It all started here with the battle towards the ladder room. Nafly came out on top. They had to limp in towards the A side. You can see no flashes really deployed. Only that 1 smoke going down. Unable to connect the shots, and we do have pretty much a full eco here. Deagles, sure, but no Kevlar. As we see, Rops operating with a Tech 9. A twist with the opening kill there. How's he pulled that one off?
That's what you like to see.
That still was like CT spawn. So he just ran up the A ramp and just absolutely walloped him.
It's actually such a sick strategy, isn't it? Like, the key is calling it out in spawn. When you're in C spawn, you say, like, I'm just going to kill this guy, A. Don't worry about it.
I'll just take the spawn. Deagle, no armor. Nailed it. And at this point, a 4-on-4 still a massive advantage, of course, with Team Liquid. Shouldn't be a wild where they get close to losing this round, but we'll see. Could make a bit of a meal of it. 4 players in towards middle as Patsy just wants to make sure he locks off the entrance towards short.
Yeah, I can respect Liquid for not actually peeking the middle that much at the moment. They know that they're in there. They've been checking from connector. They've been checking from the catwalk. But if you face into the Deagle, you really risk a lot. Now, Patsy's created a bit of a one-way here. Slightly different scenario for him. Very hard to find. And he's going to get that kill. Could be traded from Twist, who's right on the other side. But Twist has got his back turned, ignoring him for the minute. And running out of bullets is Patsy, so he will go down 3 versus 2. 35 seconds. And again, I've got to say, Liquid looking like they should be holding on to this round, no problem. Yeah,
I think you're onto something there, Anders. It's just poor old Robs here, and he won't be long for this world as OC takes him down and confirms the 3-0 start for Liquid. Now, bear in mind on Inferno, Anders, they won the pistol there as well. They were up 2-0, ended up the half with an 11-4 deficit. So,
yes,
they need to take control now, this momentum. They've got Faze on the back foot. Financially, they are going to be compromised. As we see 5 AKs here. They've got a decent amount of utility, but no Brokey orb, that's for sure. Speaking of which, OC certainly got his out. And a double orb set up here. So Yekindar with the secondary orb towards the B bomb side of the looks of things enables you to have a turret on this side of the map and potentially rotate and play her over towards A. As we'll see, a very slow approach here from Faze, waiting for aggression. It's the first gun round, just trying to negate any sort of pushing CT players here as they'll fight for control towards short. Smokes down toward connector and window. And OC, he'll be falling back, watching towards Palace.
Yeah, not afraid to make a little bit of noise, dropping down. Him and Rainwaker are going to be dueling up and trying to see if they can maybe even push down towards the bottom of that A ramp.
Yeah, at least take control of the ramp itself. Might not pushing towards T-Spawn, but they've lost middle control, right? So that's the reaction, making sure they're strong elsewhere. Nafly certainly aware of the potential threat towards the ladder room once again. Beautiful shot with the Khalil. Finds him the advantage once more. Carrigan rotates over with the bomb to join his comrades here towards A. Drops in towards Palace, and now the bomb. They just got the straight-up challenges, I think.
They could. Broken Connector, I think, is going to be the pivotal player here, depending on his timing, if he can find the opening, but he can't. OC takes him down. That's 8 kills on OC and 1 death there. Carrigan and Rob's trying to get it back a little bit, but it's still a 3-on-3. And the clock is running down. Yukinda's coming in from Catwalk and towards the middle, so they need this bomb plant before more players show up. There's Carrigan going down. This Yukinda actually with the AWP at range, and they're getting picked apart here. So yeah, they got the 3-on-3, but they never got the positions to get the bomb down at all.
My, oh my. Solid stuff here from Team Liquid. One of the teams that made massive changes during roster mania, sacrificing their North American identity, a European squad now, and honestly, one of the most impressive turnarounds we've seen. Like, considering all of that, taking down G2 to open up the tournament in a 2-1 fashion as well, that's impressive. Now up against FaZe Clan, who also didn't make a roster change here. Like, that's 2 of the biggest names to challenge to open up the tournament, and they're up 4-0. On the CT side of Mirage, FaZe's pick, and it's been very convincing at the very least. As we'll see Yekindar toward the B bomb site, pushing with conviction once again, trying to find the opening pick once more, which, to be fair, Liquid have been very good at today. Finding these opening kills, making the round uncomfortable as they inflict significant damage here towards Rain. Another grenade for their troubles. He's down to 3 points of health before he sees anyone.
Just wanted to have that forward position. Robs will be the first real casualty. That's on the A ramp on the other side. But yeah, Rain could practically count him as dead as well. Nav going to be repositioning ever so slightly. Might be even more tough for Rain to peek this one. He's got no idea what's coming his way. And he's dead without even seeing anyone in the round at all. 3 people alive on the FaZe side of things. A scout here on Brokey. Big fan of the scout myself, so always happy
you
to
are.
see.
Whenever I've played CS with you, the scout purchases are a little bit unreasonable. Like, whenever there's enough money for a scout, you bring it out. I'm like, all right, well. And to be fair, you actually do make it work. So I'm criticizing you, but I'm actually respecting you at the same time.
Yeah, it's the level of freedom. Like, I think my brain's cheating me. Like, it feels like you just move so quick.
I guess it does feel nice, but for me, like, for some reason, I don't like it. Brokey certainly does. It feels like you move too fast because I'm so used to the AWP and the scope mechanics there. Fair. It kind of messes my brain a little bit. So I do respect people that are very good with it, but it's not for me. Certainly is for the likes of Brokey, but he throws it away for now as finds the M4, but that's going to be 5 rounds in a row for Team Liquid here. On the second map of Mirage, their opponent's pick. They are firing on all cylinders. Maximum loss bonus, of course, for FaZe. And here's the replay. New boy, Rain Wake Up. Nice shot towards the A ramp. Brokey battling for his life here. Did at least make it uncomfortable, but ultimately only finding 1 kill. Can they find 1 round, though? That would be nice, as FaZe will be bringing out the AWP for Brokey for the first time.
A double AWP on Liquid is
pretty nice.
Yeah, it gives you so much variability in the defense when you can anchor B with the 1 AWP. Just is such a difference. So quite curious how it'll play out. Both of them are in the middle right now at the start of the round. So Yukinder's on catwalk with OC in the window. So if anyone wants to step up here without doing a lot of work with smokes and molotovs, you are likely to get blown up, and you really don't want that happening here. Faze, you're right. They are looking for that first round even. They've got something in there. You see jumping through, no flashes, no smokes, and it's just a field day for the Orbs.
Yeah. 3 orb kills in this round, but it's Brokey that pulls one back in favor of FaZe Clan. A 3 versus 3, down but not out. They've got Twist down to 19 points of health as Brokey knows there's another player lying in wait towards the B bomb site. He's got the bomb as well, so he needs to be very careful. He can get himself out of danger, rotating through the murder hole. Back through spawn as Rainwaker is in towards the ticket booth position, but FaZe nowhere to be seen. They're actually isolated right now towards short. Trying to join Brokey, who, as mentioned, has got the bomb.
OC's walked so far away from the B bomb side. That's a bit surprising.
I guess because he's got no cover towards murder hole. He's not feeling like he's protected, right? So,
yeah.
they'll play retake on the B bomb site. It will be a hell of a retake to pull this one off. If they cleanly get this bomb down now, it's going to be very problematic. Looking good for the first round here, as FaZe Clan will commit. Planting for short as well. Should be absolutely fine. Brokey doesn't want to risk it. Just confirming the bomb site's clear.
And Liquid just giving it up. They're saying that's it. No problems.
I guess it's fair enough.
Yeah, because they heard the AWP shot, right? So that they're not going to be. They already knew what was coming up. They just said, all right, doesn't really matter. I can understand it if you look at the numbers, right? 5-1. You get to save 3 rifles, including a double AWP. There's so much money that they throw away if they try and retake it. And who cares if FaZe win a round? As long as you are confident that you can keep it going, you win the next one. So that's kind of what it hinges on. But yeah, a little bit unfortunate. 3-on-3, and yeah, I think you are exactly right though. Just the fact that OC felt he had to cover so many positions on its own just didn't feel too comfortable with it.
Well, they'll maintain the double orb setup, right? So it's
Yes.
a big picture play. Looking to the future, it's unlikely he would have survived, I suppose. Maybe given a bit more of an effort, but yeah. Felt like he was going to get pincered, but there's OC. He did manage to get a kill in the round. They actually had a 5-on-3 to kick things off there. Some beautiful work from the AWPs, but Brokey giving them a taste of their own medicine in response. Cracked open the B bomb site, and they managed to wait. They were very disciplined there before they actually committed, found the open bomb site, and FaZe can't get in their first round here. So can they string a few together? Bit of a rough start here, but now they are officially online. They go back towards middle with Carrigan's leading the charge. Speaking of charging, we've got OC down towards underpass here. Patsy to defend. And is Carrigan get dropped first? That's a beautiful little sequence. He's on for the second as well. Great work here.
Such an all-in position with OC. If either OC or Patsy dies in this kind of setup, the other one is probably going to fall as well. They're going to get OC eventually, but still, 2 versus 4. They should hold on to it, although they're losing a couple of more players than you'd want here. You cannot want it to challenge Twist straight up, and he was allowed to, just came out on the wrong side of that battle.
No.
I can't believe it. He's so quick with those scopes. He should have been dead every single day of the week, but somehow it's back into a 2-on-2 from what, a 5-on-3 this time?
Yeah, that is ridiculous, Anders. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time, and once again, that B bomb side is wide open. They can smell it as well. Slowly but surely making their way over towards this side of the map. The Molotov towards the van. Flashbang deployed, and Brokey sees an opportunity to try and get that bomb planted. Rainwaker, he's getting up towards short, and it's a short plant. Can he deny it? Oh, he absolutely can. That is massive.
Just a good guess through the smoke. It's on Twist to try and save him. He'll get the kill right through the smoke. And still 35 seconds left. How much can Twist do on this one? He's already got the triple, but he needs the quad. And Naf is out there on the other side of the smoke, just waiting. It fades, but there's a second one up that Naf is playing around 25 seconds. And Naf might be thinking that there's going to be a change. The Twist might have tried to walk close, maybe even get the bomb to the A bomb site, but he's playing it ice cold at the moment. He's checking everything. He has no idea where Naf is.
2 masters of their craft, former teammates, and it will be Nafly coming out on top. 6 rounds for Team Liquid, and it's Twist who can't even get the bomb down there. That was looking so good, Anders. The smoke down, the plant towards shore. The only way Team Liquid can survive that one is if Patsy goes absolutely massive, denies the plant, and he goes above and beyond for the squad here. This was a great job from Brokey. How he has the presence of mind to even find that is beyond me, but this was the moment it all fell apart. That bomb gets planted, you never know. They required a 1v1 clutch from Naf, but he delivers on all fronts. Extends the lead, and we're right back into the action here. Rain leading the charge here at the tip of the spear towards top of mid. And Patsy hunting for blood once again. Good grenade.
Slow start for Patsy on Inferno, although he made up for it in the later stages. So he overall, I think, had a really good game. This is anything but a slow start. He's up to 8 kills already. Doing a very, very good job and being a bit of terror in the middle. OC as well at 10 and 2. So a couple of players there on the Liquid side that are really pulling a bit more than their own weight. And on Faze, you need more. Twist is there, but that's about it. The rest of them have not really shown up to play Mirage yet. It's Yukinda creeping into the middle, going to be good for the 1 kill. Oh, and a shot! A wall bang as his teammate was reloading. Yukinda could have got peeked 3 different ways, I think, but that wall bang shot put an end to it.
Is there anything Faze can do with this round? 2 players down. Time is of the essence. Bomb towards top and middle. It's down to Rops, really. He's in front of the A ramp. Undetected for now. Waiting for someone to give an opportunity. Might have to create his own. Starting to creep forward here, and I believe he's been spotted now. Goes to the spam. It's a little bit desperate, and that might be the round in itself.
Yeah, with just 20 seconds left. I mean,
yeah, I don't think you can do anything with it. You're gonna have to save.
Uncomfortable feeling. And that save that they had earlier, Liquid, the 3v3 with the double AWP setup, it's really validated by the fact that they just go on to win even more rounds. They're like, we'll give up a round, and then we'll keep it going. So, very tight
one
work.
Single round.
Yeah, 1 single round. 7-1 in their favor. This is looking spectacular at the moment. And again, you mentioned it. This is Faze map pick. You would have expected something a little bit different.
A revitalized Faze. I think there's a lot to be said about their results towards the end of last season, but I think one objective thing you can say about it is they were burnt out. They played every single tournament. They were the #1 team for a long time. Grand Slams, Majors. They're the team everyone's watching. They're the team everyone's replicating. So you'd think, yeah, of course they're going to drop off after a while. But after this break, you'd think they would come in like looking a bit more convincing than this, to be fair. But early days on their map pick. It's a very good Team Liquid we've seen so far. But yeah, a little bit flat perhaps from Faze. Struggling to really get going on the Seaside campaign. A missed shot from OC. Haven't said that too much. And he'll fall back. Doesn't take any damage. And it's a slower approach here from Faze. So they got a bit of mid-control, but they're rotating back. It seems like Karrigan's called the A execution, I think, pretty early on into the round. So all 5 members here. No nonsense, Anders. No 4-1 business. No fakes.
We had a view earlier what happened if you execute A with no smokes. They have 1 and a couple of flashes. So again,
that's a good point.
They're going to be in this weird position where they can smoke jungle or connector or CT spawn, one of the 3, but that's about it.
What do you do now?
They lose Robs at the start of it. It's a disastrous turn of events here.
And you're smoked off. So this is just one of those rounds where you... Oh my god, it's getting worse. Just push through. I think you just got to push through and hope for the best.
Yeah, the longer they wait, the worse it's going to get at this point here.
Oh, it doesn't look good, Anders.
No, I don't like anything about this. Rain gets taken down. Twist and Karrigan try to battle their way back. I mean, Twist has done a lot of work already, but he doesn't have any more bullets. He's going to go down at the end, and Karrigan 1 versus 3. Going to try and see if he can fake it out, but they're already pushing through, and they're everywhere on top of him.
Yeah, that says it all. The look on his face. I think they need to take a timeout right now. Bear in mind, Faze don't have a coach here this tournament.
True.
We'll give them that, to be honest. But they're looking a bit flustered, a bit out of their depth in these T rounds.
Yeah, losing a coach that Karrigan says is kind of irreplaceable. It doesn't sound like they were expecting to find someone like Robin.
I don't want to speak out of line here, but I assume they still have some support staff, like analysts and stuff.
Yes.
Like, I don't think they're going in blind and just relying on Karrigan here. But still, yeah, that was pretty underwhelming there from Faze. Entered the round with very little. Couple of Galils, AKs, bare bones utility. Sort of got mid-control and then just made that call straight away. A execution, but as you noted, had 1 smoke, 2 flashes. 1 player went down, and then, yeah, there was literally nothing to do apart from, well, we might as well try and run through this smoke. Maybe there's the element of surprise, but anything but. Team Liquid were very ready for it, mowed them all down, and bit of a non-starter for Faze, and that's been the sentiment of this first half, to be honest with you. 1 single round found, and a half by to kick things off from round number 10. This is getting a little bit uncomfortable, starting to spiral here.
It really is. And again, some of those executes there without the grenades. I don't know what else they're supposed to do, but It just is not very Karrigan-esque, is it? Normally, you're expecting the nades and the Molotovs and everything else. That's something that they're really good at. Trying to sneak through the connector is Karrigan. It is a powerful position if you get someone from the T side in there, but obviously he got caught in the middle of it, caught red-handed. And the bomb is at the A ramp, so this is going to be just slowly petering out here. Naf with a couple of good kills, and just Rob's left. You know, you know what I hope for, Henry, though? Speaking of Roban, I hope that we could get at some point. I don't know what his next step is. He sort of made it sound a little bit open, like...
you're not going to leak it here, Anders?
You're not going
to give us a scoop?
If I knew,
You'd do it.
I would.
I would betray my friend. I would betray
him. Sorry, Robin. But I was going to... I hope that... I would sometime someone does like a really cool recap of his career, because obviously as a coach, it's magnificent, but...
Absolutely.
You know, but I grew up watching Roban play in 1.6, right?
Yep.
So like he was a sort of a hero name even before CSGO even came out. So it'd be really cool to have like the full sort of, you know, thing and say like, okay, what actually did this guy do? Really fun to get that kind of thing. Hopefully someone's working on it. We'll be working on it in the future. Bit of a trade here early on. Karrigan for Yukindar, both going down.
Yeah, really exciting CT approach here from Liquid. A mixed bag of passive setups and inquisitive pushes. We got one of those towards the underpass. A trade, like he said, but Team Liquid coming out on top. The Dink takes Twist down to 17 points of health here, but a little bit of short control now as Brokey hunting for a frag, but he's been spotted. Great use of the smoke there. Patsy steals the lead away, and look at all this information, and as Naf has actually pushed B the entire way. He's got a free kill here. They are getting absolutely rocked here on the T side. Faze are being outclassed.
They really are. And that push for Naf is something that we saw last time Liquid were playing Mirage. We were casting them as well. That little bit of aggression on the B bomb side, which is so hard to deal with. And once again, Naf is having a really good Mirage, right? 11-3, and that's, you know, anchoring the B bomb side. Usually you're really bored on that side. You're not doing anything, and you end up with some pretty bad scorelines most of the time because you just can't find a way.
Well, hold up. Let's see what Rops can do here, Anders.
You believe, Henry.
This is the sort of scenario that Rob and Cool can actually do a lot of work in. This is a chance for the first frag. Okay. Didn't even get a chance. Didn't even get a chance to build it up.
They must have had an inkling of where he was coming from. That's an unusual angle to be peeking if you're OC in that moment. I thought he could too. He's such a meticulous player, Robs, that, you know, you expect him to see all of it coming, but...
Oh, that was dirty from Patsy. Brokey was just about to pull the trigger, find an opening pick, but taken down for the edge of the smoke. And yeah, tactical timeout. As mentioned, no coach. It's all on Karrigan. Needs his boys to step up.
If we could get the replay of that last OC shot again at some point, there's a little detail. It looked like it was a bit late, but again, he takes the shot, and while he's reloading the next shot, he jumps to look into middle, right? So,
yeah, sure.
Like, it's optimizing even the moments where you actually can't even fire the gun, but it really makes a difference, you know? Because if he sees someone there, he's ready for the next repeat.
So he's getting the absolute most out of a difficult situation, yeah. Good point.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, this is the last kill on Rob. So I think the one that he had before then up on the ticket booth is that one. You can kind of get a sense of it. Anyway, 10-1 is the scoreline.
OC having a great run of it. 15 kills. Is it 2 deaths?
It really is.
Let me just confirm on the server. 2 deaths.
That's what a delightful position to be in. You're just playing the game on easy mode.
Here we go. Karrigan's had enough. Boys, B execution, out of spawn.
Oh.
You don't see it too often these days, but desperate times call for desperate measures, Anders. We all know that. I don't think it's going to work out, but considering the way the game's going,
we might as well.
I wish them the best of luck.
Give it a shot here. Glocks are coming out. We've got the Mac 10 as well on Twister, trying to hunt it down. It's Rain to get the opening kill. That's huge. Might be a way through, especially if they can find Patsy, but he's making himself very hard to find. That little smoke there, buying time for himself, although Karrigan, I think, smartly going to hunt him down. This is one of the most successful rounds for FaZe.
Yeah. Back to the basics. 5 men towards B. Few smokes go down. Get it done with the Tech 9. It's old school, but it's very effective so far. They've got the man advantage, 4-on-3. CTs might not want to go for this. Out of time, out of space, I would say. If Yekindar can get a couple of kills from short, you never know. The first one's looking good. Not going to connect, though, and the CTs actually going to be jumping through, committing to this.
I agree with you. They do have a lot of money in the back, but I feel like the bomb was already fairly far ticked to there, and if 3 versus 4 didn't really seem like that was going to happen. But yeah, Liquid, they still have money. Yeah,
they could have held on to their AKs as well. Like, they're definitely going to buy for the rest of this game. They're 5 digits. It's not about the money, I would say, just knowing it's definitely over. But either way, doesn't really matter too much. So only the second round found for Faze there. A tactical timeout into a Tech-9 B execution. You wouldn't bet the house on it, but it's worked out for that particular round. And we'll see if they can keep it going. Need to find subsequent rounds here. String a few together. As we'll see, Yekindar, a chance to find the first pick. He's got the AWP over towards B. Double AWP set up once again. I dare say that shot looked like it was going to connect. That one certainly will. Robs goes down at the A ramp. Another opening kill here for Team Liquid. How do they find a response here? Well, Naf has got one for him. Continuing to find kill after kill here. Liquid just working the body, looking for that knockout punch. And Faze just don't have a response at this stage. What can you even do? Another round with there in a 5-on-3 before we've even hit the 1 minute mark. And now you're just waiting for the round to end.
That smoke that was up, the Kerrigan was trying to use as one way. It's a really nice trick, but it's also very suspicious once you know that it's happening. So probably stuck around maybe a bit too long to try and look for that fight. But I think, yeah, again, they are maybe a little bit desperate at this point in time. 10-2 the scoreline, round number 13. And they're grouping up for a bit of a pincer movement towards the A-bomb side. But there can be no mistakes at this stage. They basically have to get Brokey through the middle, getting at least a kill, and then the rest of them have to win the fight to the A-bomb side, and then we have a real round on our hands. It's so much ahead of them, and we don't even get the first step into it. Rainwaker's taking down Rain already, and it's just Twist and Brokey left.
Well, here we go. First of which has been found, and before we can even finish the sentence, Twist is removed as well. This is running rather flat for the likes of FaZe Clan here. The money's still okay, but maximum loss bonus when you get you so far. You can see the morale looks pretty low over there, and for good reason. Not really making a dent on their T-side campaign. In terms of the start, they were 0-5 to kick things off, found their first round. And then since then, it's been a single B execution with Tech-9s that found success. But yeah, this is a little bit alarming considering this is the pick of FaZe Clan. We expected them to come out of the player break revitalized, retooled, looking like a fresh team, but this is a little bit worrying.
On Inferno, they did kind of have that feeling about them, but it shouldn't be going away this quickly.
Well, it's against OG as well. They got the 2-0, but it was like a 16-14 on Inferno as well. You know, that's a brand new OG. A lot of people are saying that's the most underwhelming roster change out of the entire season, and like they struggled. They like got the win, sure. First game of the season for them, sure. But yeah, these haven't been open shut cases. Something
else to consider, right? It was a bit of a slow start for Liquid on Inferno, but at the end they made it very competitive. So it also feels like Liquid just, you know, warmed up for the start of Inferno, and they've kept that strength, and now they're just looking better and better and better, right?
We normally say that because it's just like something to say, you know, but I think it's actually some substance there. Like the fact that they were 11-4 down, and then they actually made it, what, a 16-11 game, and actually had some very compelling rounds for a new team. You're looking for reps on LAN, right?
Yes.
No better reps than that. As we'll see them once again get its opening frag. Finally, Robs will respond. Back to an even kill here, but not for long. The active NAF has been detected by Twist. And this is looking much better, but Rainwaker, the new boy, defending the A side valiantly, and all of a sudden, blink and you miss it, Anders. The round has fallen apart. It's crumbled. As FaZe are left in the 3 versus 1. Brokey with 20 seconds. Has to make a ton of noise here. Seems to be aware of the prospect of a player right next to him, but it won't matter. He's going down, and it's another very, very strong round for Liquid.
It really is. And there was a real opening, a real moment there. Even catching Naf again was pushing aggressively out. 12-2 in their favor. As round number 15 is coming up here in a bomb plant. Got some Galeals that have been brought into the mix here, but FaZe are really in trouble.
This is the pick of FaZe.
Yeah.
They wanted this. They chose this outcome.
Ice cold for OC in so many of these moments. He is.
Yeah, he's looking great, isn't he?
It's looking fantastic for him. 16 kills, 4 deaths now. He's had a wonderful first half here.
Yeah, he's got that spring in his step, that spark in his eye, and landing every single shot, it seems. OC for now looking towards the palace. And it's Robs taking matters into his own hands. Someone's got to, I suppose. Get stuck in. See if he can find that opening frag. Not much strategic prowess behind this one. He just threaded the needle, walked into sandwich. And he's got the element of surprise on his side.
This is sick. What a weird position to find yourself in so early. Now, Is he going to get the reward for it? Presumably very hard to check for the CT side if they come back here, but it's going to be flashed around the corner. What an opening.
That will do.
Robs, there we go. It's Rain to try and pick it up, and Robs will get one more, so double for each of them. And Naf on his own over at the B-bomb side with the Org. Obviously, can't necessarily really save it, but...
Definitely can't save it, Anders. I think that's more than fair to say.
I mean, you could keep your stat line intact. You know, think about the long run.
Think about the scoreboard, you're right.
Think about the scoreboard.
if Anders could give the pros one tip, it would be think about the scoreboard. What an arduous task that was. FaZe Clan on their own map pick, ladies and gentlemen, struggling to piece anything together. They will steal the last round away, but will it be enough? Time will tell as we go to a little break. We'll see you there. Liquid are firing on all cylinders here. 12-3 on their opponent's map pick of Mirage. They'll now switch over to the T side. We're going to try and crack open the A-bomb site here quickly as they commit 4 players.
If Liquid win this one, it might be all over for FaZe, and they'll have to play a third map. There we go, trying to find the shots. It's Rain and Twisters. Robs is struggling to find the headshot, but his teammates, they're there to back him up, and it's working just flawlessly. I think all of them headshots as they just run it down. So pistol round 1 for FaZe in the second half. They desperately needed that. And even then, the road back is almost insurmountably long, but you don't. This is at least a start.
Good stuff from Rain. Yeah, I know, right? The fadeaway. Looked like he was dinged at the same time as well, but they'll take it all day long. OC fighting back with that Glock wasn't quite enough as Brokey closing things out there. No force buy in the second. No plant found, so they'll be bringing out AKs in the third here. A chance for FaZe to farm the kills, try and keep it as clean as possible. Just have all the grenades.
Highlight again, OC with 17 and 6 right now. I mean, this is from the first half, right? Real impressive work that he's put into to this game. So, like to see it.
Yeah, he's showing some very impressive form since the break.
Maybe they get a bit of a reward at the end of the game.
Yeah, like what?
Ice cream.
Ice cream, yum.
I heard it's so good.
Ice cream's so good, yum. Just something I like. This man you catchphrase. Don't worry about that.
Definitely do not worry about it.
Said Brokey, mowing them down. No real problem, to be honest with you. Like we said, it'd be nice if they could keep it clean. Doesn't get much better than that as they bring out a full array of utility to try and counter the AK-47s here. Team Liquid with more firepower, but lacking in grenades, you could say. 12-5, very important round here as FaZe look to continue their momentum on their CT campaign. Is there any aggression? Maybe towards short. We're sending 2 players. Seeing a lot of boosts in this side of the map. For now, just the FAMAS lying in wait. Brokey hunting for information.
I mean, it's just as true for FaZe as it was for Liquid on Inferno that you can build up momentum at the end of a map that you might not win, but then you can carry that momentum over to a third map in this case, right? So for FaZe, probably is very much the same feeling that even if they end up losing this map, if they can get up to 10 or 11 rounds, it doesn't feel quite the same. You feel like, okay, it was a slow start, but whatever, like we're ready to play the third one. So I think that's what they're mainly focused on at the moment. Obviously, if they can make the full comeback, that'd be real impressive, but even getting up to 10 or 11 is pretty good. A couple of good trades favoring Liquid right here.
Yes, certainly.
This is rough, isn't it? FaZe don't have the money to start losing rounds so early.
Oh, Nafly has got into a very powerful position. They're going to have no idea. Looking for his second frag as well. He is aware of Rain's position. Rain wake up, actually beats him to the punch, and it's just going to be Carrigan remaining. So whatever they had in mind here, it'll swing out towards short, combative towards middle. It has backfired, unfortunately. Carrigan trying to pick up the pieces here. Good start. He'll find Rainwaker en route. Looks like he's got a second kill potentially here as well. And now it's getting a little bit problematic. There's a smoke down as well, Anders. He's got the kit. He could do something with this. If he full defuse now, he could actually win it. It's a terrible plan. Defuse it. Oh my god, what have they done? What have they done? He's done it, Anders! The full defuse Carrigan! 1 versus 4. Absolutely ice cold, and what an absolute blunder from Team Liquid. He was looking for exits. He was looking to cause some damage, and they've gone for the worst possible plan with 2 players at connector.
They checkmated themselves. They absolutely did. They moved all of their pieces into the worst possible position on the board, given where the bomb was planted. That is a nightmare.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Let's go, Finn!
Let's go, Finn. Steals the round away, and the comeback is officially on now, baby. Double orb setup for FaZe Clan. Team Liquid throw it all away. That round was locked in. That was a done deal. They could have just stayed 4 players on the bomb site and it's over. Done. Yeah, they were hunting.
Fine. They were hunting, and then after the hunt was cancelled, they...
Where are the comms?
Yeah, so that's what you want, right? You want someone to shout out at the start of it. The bomb's planted not for this position.
Default plan, default plan.
Yeah, you can't do anything in the middle, unfortunately. Still, this round starts with a pretty good trade. 2 for 1, favoring Liquid, even if Naf is low on health here. We'll see what they could do with it. It's Karrigan out hunting, looking for it. OC's right there to catch him. And the nightmare continues for FaZe, though. Even winning that last round, it's a 2-on-4.
So, another round that looks to be in the bag.
Maybe.
Surely.
Twist and Brokey are both here. They're kind of in the right position, although the flashbang is God tier for Yakinda, helping out OC, sneaking up as Brokey's going to be good for the wall. It's so sick, isn't it? He's going to tap the bomb, but it's a 10-second defuse, and they're already starting to circle their way there. You could see Patsy's coming in from the middle. They really don't want to give him a chance here. And Brokey, he's trying to relocate, trying to see if he could find another angle, but again, without the kit in his back pocket, I don't think it's possible. He almost had that shot, the USP out. He actually dinks Yakinda. He is just an absolutely sick weapon, isn't he, Brokey? If he had the kit there or a smoke or any one of those two things, it would have been interesting.
Tantalizingly close, Anders. The third shot, it was a possibility. Millimeters away from being a reality. Excellent effort here from Brokey, but the efforts might be in vain, I'm afraid, because they go 13-6. And the money is non-existent. This hype train starting to derail. Desert Eagles, 5-7s, they're all in, lose this round. And they give up the map. They know it as well. Rob's taking matters into his own hands as he had to do in the first half as well. Rain will join him. Looking for that first frag, but Patsy swipes him back. Clinical kill.
Yeah, scout back here. You can... That little pop doesn't quite have the same force, the same stopping power as the AWP, although Rob's makes it interesting. Very, very quick headshots coming up with the Deagle. Brokey would have loved to have followed it up, but he can't. And now it's Karrigan at range with the 5-7 here. Bomb actually come off the bomb plant. They were worried about him maybe running them down, but surely with all 3 alive on the other side, there's nothing Karrigan could do. He's going to go down to Rainwaker right through the smoke as Liquid will pick up a 14th round.
Captain Karrigan denied this time. 14-6, as I mentioned. You give that round up, you're probably giving up the map, unfortunately. $2,000 per player. Map points given away if this round drops. Pick your poison, really. Do you go for the full eco, try and string 9 rounds together, or force buy into a situation you're almost certain to lose? They've gone for the former, and it is going to be the eco and a fast A push. Nothing too crazy. Just going to try and shut this one down quickly. It's an A stack. A glimmer of hope for FaZe, but not looking too good.
The utility is so overpowering. Even the Molotovs that don't land where anyone is, there's so many positions that they don't have to worry about Liquid. They're just checking everywhere else, and it's worked out. Twist, he's going to tickle him a little bit with a USP, but he didn't even do real damage to him. 15-6, the A stack is completely exploded. And they're 1 round away, Liquid. Damn, this is shocking, isn't it?
It's not looking good. Ancient to close things out. Looks like that will absolutely be happening. As mentioned, 9 rounds in a row required for FaZe here. M4s across the board. Bare bones utility. And no kits to speak of. So it's going to be OC looking for the cross towards Connector to kick things off here. Twists not going to give them the opportunity. Requiring the perfect game of this stage. FaZe on their own pick. Even with Karrigan 1v4. Can't really get it together.
No, that was a real moment. It looked like it was going to be inspiring, but they don't have the cash to continue. And Liquid they're just on FaZe what was going on. They're so zoned in.
Kind of crazy to think, even with that sort of round and the amount of hype we just had even 2 minutes ago, it's all subsided.
Yeah,
it's all gone. It's deflated, and the scoreline's 15-6. It didn't really mean anything, unfortunately.
Powerful position for OC here. A little bit of curiosity on the other side. Rops looks like he wants to do something with it. Smoke is going to cancel out the potential fight. Probably for Rops better here. It's been a tough game for him. 9 kills, 6 on Rain, 7 on Karrigan. 3 of them right there that definitely have been struggling a little bit. Oh, the timing is so good. Brokey taking down Patsy in the middle. Oh, but that's huge. They're leaning already towards the B bomb site, so Naf getting that kill. You get one in the middle and you spot another one on the A ramp. It's going to feel probably to Faze like there's some sort of potential A attack coming. And in fact, it's all right now on Carrigan here. Good shot on the first, but it has to be more than that. Yakinda's going to be able to edge him out, and it's a 3-on-3.
All to play for. Brokey, the last line of defense here, not denying the plant until he does. Swings out, does find the C4. Yakindar drops it, 10 seconds remaining, Anders. They might have done enough to keep the dream alive here.
It certainly feels like it. No time for the bomb plant any longer. Interesting shot from OC, but there's not much else to be done. Twist actually almost burns alive, but that's it. Gonna be another round.
We run it back. We do it again. It wasn't looking great there. We're just checking the scoreboard, see if there's any obvious concerns. So the top is Brokey. Great game from him, 16 and 16. Twist beneath him, 15 and 17. About what you'd expect.
Yeah.
The problem is Rain, 6 and 18.
Yes.
Rops, 9 and 17. Carrigan, 8 and 19. So, yeah, thanks for bringing those up. You can see there's a disparity in the frag distribution here. Some of the names you would expect and hope to be at the top, not exactly turning up here. This could be the final round as we're seeing a couple of kills exchanged. Brokey brings it back to a 4-on-4. Twist aggressive towards short. Got a lot to deal with here. OC primed and ready for the peak.
Look at the mid control though for the Liquid side. If they could get Yakinda into the window and Patsy's the top connector, there's so much they can play around with. And they've still got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Naf is on the other side. Wouldn't be surprised if they just go for this, try and pincer the bomb site. Double ramp position as well, which it's interesting. Potentially a mind game. If you find one of these two ramp players, you might not expect for the second one to be there. So there is a mistake that could be made by Liquid if they don't really make sure to check it. We'll see. 1 minute on the clock. And Brokey, yeah, he's a little bit out in the open. They're going to get spotted out, and they swing for it. But yeah, they're going to find both of them. Nice shot from Patsy, and got to be careful here, Brokey. You don't just get naded out of there. If they had an HE, he could have been dead already. Carrigan, good timing, and he'll find the shot. 3 versus 3 now. And Brokey's just running all the way into the middle with the AWP.
So, desperately trying to close this one out. 35 seconds, looking for the plant if possible. Carrigan waiting patiently. He's in the smoke right now towards spawn. They'll have a bit of a cuddle. It's Twist finding the frag, but it's still not going to be quite enough here. Back and forth we go. OC left in the 2 versus 1. Brokey had 3 points of health, but the bomb is down. It's in a really compromised position now. Running out of time, running out of space. This is overwhelming. He's got no utility. A great game so far from OC, but I think it's over. He will have to give this one up and save the AWP.
An uncomfortable moment when they're all bumping into each other in the smoke. I don't know who could have known. It's such a weird feeling, isn't it, when you're running through the smoke and suddenly you get this sense of like, how wide is this smoke? Why am I not out of it on the other side, you know? Obviously, if you're a veteran player, you're probably looking at the radar as you're moving through. It'll tell you pretty quickly what's going on. But, my God.
Well, the battle rages on. FaZe Clan keeping their head above water against Team Liquid. 2 rounds in a row. They'll save the AWP. They'll have a buy to operate with in round number 24 and a run boost here to kick things off towards top and middle. Actually, just a straight up boost. Just going to be looking above the connector smoke, and here comes the run boost element. As we'll see them jump over towards short. We've got Naf with 2 players behind him in the palace here. Bit of a pop setup potentially.
They need the palace part of this to work before the middle, because the middle is so well defended. It's a 3-way crossfire in there, so they need some of those players on the connector side to turn around back towards the A-bomb side. Otherwise, I don't think this will work out. Yakinda's trying to get through, but yeah, he's going to get caught as well. Patsy and Rainwalker, though, good shots coming through, and a nice little burst in there. Twist will take down OC. It's Patsy and Rainwaker, Henry.
I was thinking about Rainwalker. I'm not going to lie to you.
I said it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's why. Here we go. Big frag from Robs. Rainwaker lying in wait towards the bomb site itself. What a performance this would be to find the victory on the map. He seems to be detected, though. Bullets coming his way. He's got no utility to work with, but tons of skill. Overwhelmed, though. Twist will take him down, and Faze's CT campaign continues here. 3 players survive as the bomb is defused. Their 9th round found. as they look for double digits now. And with the plant, I dare say there should be a buy. Not a great one for Team Liquid. This will be a half buy territory. And here's Brokey. He has looked very, very good today. Compelling performance. He finds his 19th frag. Rops as well starting to show up as well. One of the names has been a little bit absent here on Mirage. He'll get his 10th frag. It's just Rain, 7 and 20 now. We need to come online for this comeback to be a real possibility. Now the conversation can begin. They should be picking this one up and get the double digits, and then all of a sudden 5 rounds in a row and they've got the momentum. You never know, Anders. That really classic conversation.
Yeah, I'm never going to count Faze out of a game like this one. They have so much experience between them that they know how to do this.
That's more like it.
Yeah, good stuff. Rain, just a clean headshot to take him down. It's like absolutely flawless here. Even the half buy not really giving Liquid a lot to work with. Oh, they'll lose Robs, but the grenade will do the rest. So 10 to 15. They're within striking distance now.
They really would be Team Liquid officially if they gave this one up, though. They win the first half 12-3. Maybe it's just good. Maybe it's just good to get it out the way now, knowing at this point they are cursed in some way.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's an interesting storyline, I suppose. It would be very Liquid-esque of them.
Yeah, you can take the team out of NA, but you can't take the NA out of the team, you know.
It's a good point, and maybe that will come back to haunt them. I'm not sure, but it will be the first tactical timeout for Team Liquid. The cracks are starting to form, Anders. A chance for FaZe Clan to run it right back here. I'm actually a little bit hyped up now. They might be able to do this. You never know. As Team Liquid as well, they didn't take the half buy, as per my advice. They've gone for the full investment. 2 Galils.
Okay.
3 AKs. Operating with the very basic setup of utility as well. Round number 26.
Almost makes you wonder if they've sensed some weakness in the defense, that they just, you know, maybe you can like, you know what, they're a little bit weak here. They're a little bit slow to this position. Let's try and do it. Let's just see if we can't make it work, you know?
Time will tell. I'm invested now, though.
They've been quite focused on that A bomb site, even if it hasn't been working. They seem to sort of go back to it over and over again. They dropped the bomb a little bit further back, so we'll see if they end up there. Not uncommon for the mid part of the control to be taken through underpass, so you crunch the middle and then you crunch the A-bomb side. 1 minute and 25 seconds. And Brokey's still with the only AWP. Double AWP for Liquid worked really well when they were on the CT side. It's not something that FaZe has really dived into yet.
So, execution. Fully invested. Looking for that final round, the most difficult one to get of them all. Number 16. It's FaZe Clan riding the wave of momentum right now, and they're going to be defending against a few smokes, a couple of flashes, and here's the full commitment.
Yeah, Brokey misses the first opportunity. Rops wants to get involved in something here, but he's smoked off. It's Twist with the headshot. And that's the start. That's a top mid. So now they don't have to worry about any flanks through there. Rops with a shot on Rainwaker.
Come on now.
Rough, isn't it? OC goes down next, and the defense is looking great, Henry.
I think it's better for all of us if you just say Rainwalker and just run with it.
Yeah?
I think we'd all appreciate it. If it does come out, it's fine.
How much would we have to pay him to make him change his name?
I think it might be better for the whole Counter-Strike ecosystem if he does, just to make things a bit smoother. But speaking of smooth, this was a beautiful round from the likes of Twist. Really well held. You could see there was never a moment where it looked uncomfortable. And most importantly, Anders, they denied the plant as well. So even the maximum loss bonus, they have to be half by now. That previous buy, I don't think was a good idea. The Galils and barely any utility. They don't really make a dent. An old classic now, perhaps. A full B execute. A didn't work out. Let's go to the other side of the map, and Twist has got a wall bang. They have to commit now into the Lion's Den. They will leap.
Yeah, the jig is up as soon as that happens. Carrigan also defending well on the other side. This actually did work for FaZe, if you remember. They did go for that burst out into the B bomb side, and that's how they got one of the rounds. But not for Liquid. It's 12 to 15, and FaZe are 3 rounds away from having quite the comeback if they can make this work.
Oh, what a brutal way to kick things off as well. You've heard that brain splatter against the wall. That means they've got no helmets, aka no armor. They're probably on eco. And yeah, they have no choice but to just push through. And it raises morale. FaZe Clan feeling it now. 3 rounds on the CT side when they're playing like this. Yeah, that could definitely happen. Team Liquid know it as well. Opening frag is available. Brokey. He'll strike first. OC has had his number all map long. and now starting to show some very impressive form. They've got the man advantage here, but can they maintain it?
The fact that it's Brokey and Twist as well that are top fragging, that is a nightmare scenario to be in. Twist is a mechanical god. You don't want to have him performing at this level, but that's what he is right now. And the walkout from Robs.
Yo, but look behind him. He's got a player coming from Palace.
Yeah, he's aware.
Oh,
Timing.
God.
Is he going to spin around for it? He's almost looking. There, Naffy sees him, but Twist, Robs does as well, and he wins the fight. They both had a chance to get that one, but it's Robs who comes out on top. And it's a 5 versus 3, Henry. They're looking to get that 30th round right now.
I can't believe it. Robs with the presence of mind to check the Palace on the fadeaway. It looked like he had slipped the net, but he finds the all-important kill, but Brokey offers himself up. Patsy through the window, undetected. We'll find a vital kill here. Still 1 round away from victory. This could still be it. They'll pump the brakes. Wait for the reaction. Patsy behind enemy lines as his teammates set up for a B attack here, Anders. They'll use Patsy as the backstab potential once they've fully initiated him. But time is of the essence. They have plenty of utility. 4 flashes, 3 Molotovs, a couple of smokes. But how do you utilize them to their maximum effect here?
This is such a gamble. If they get into B, then that middle player is so efficient, right? But if they never get in here, then they're just going to have a player in the window that can't do anything. Twist with a great shot. He's doing everything with the AWP as well. And you can see, yeah, Patsy, he was the insurance policy. If they ever got in to get the bomb down, then Patsy's position is absolutely sick. But unfortunately, they get shut down on the other side. And okay, good find. Rob's able to take that kill.
And what's the important note there, Anders? They didn't get the bomb planted once again. 15-13. We've talked about it many times this tournament. They now have to half by once more. It all started with a Brokey pick, and these are the ones that really matter. The high-impact frags, what you're seeing on your screen right now. Rob's even with the man advantage. Balls of steel, pushing for the information, locking them in the B bomb site, and has the presence of mind to find the player towards Palace as well. Infuriating for the likes of Naf. At one point, they were in touching distance of the win. It was just a matter of time before they converted it, and now, with no bomb plants, they might have to sacrifice round number 29, opening the door of opportunity, taking Faze to 14 rounds, and at that stage, they're 1 away from overtime, and it would be an absolute nightmare, a catastrophe for Team Liquid to let that happen, but they have to half by here, Anders.
Something that they haven't tried yet, which I guess it could work, especially if they feel like there's going to be that AWP towards the catwalk now that it's more of a double-up setup, is actually going for a catwalk rush, right? If you smoke the window and you Molotov and smoke connector, and then you get the Tech-9s in there, because I feel like the B rush or the attempted didn't really work out so well, and actually they're leaning strong towards the A bomb side. They didn't want to go anywhere near catwalk at the moment, so it's going to be, again, that execute that Yakindar's really been looking for. There must be something that he's noticing that it feels like we could do it.
Well, no one's really here to receive this time. They'll scramble in from the connector, but can Team Liquid at least get the bomb down this time? They've actually broken through the initial line of defense, but can they get that first frag? The Ray doesn't seem to think so. Takes down Patsy. Yakindar will join him in the grave as well. Nafly with a nice shot with that Desert Eagle. That might be all they find, though. There's his second. It's an uncomfortable round, but one that's put to bed regardless. FaZe Clan might actually do this, Anders. 8 rounds in a row since Team Liquid have found map points. Can you believe that?
I hardly can. Look at the presence of mind for Rain to body block the smoke that's coming towards him. And it makes a difference, because once he jumps up on the ticket booth afterwards, his vision is so much better than if it's a little bit closer to him. He can stand on those boxes, and it's just going to work out a little bit more in his favor. So all in all, small details, but a huge output here.
Team Liquid, not like this. Not for the new team. We need a honeymoon period somewhere at this tournament.
The memes are hard to escape, Henry. They're really hard. You know, you just...
Yeah, the old classics will never die, I suppose.
No.
That's what makes them classics.
Brokey's here.
Oh, no. I'm going to stand up.
Dude, he just put his elbow around the corner and he's dead. 4 versus 5, Henry. This is looking real grim in the moment. Brokey's... He's training on that copy. No! Headshot to bring down Yakindar. 5 versus 3 now. And the bomb, sure, it's on that A ramp, but they're scattered all across the map. They can't help each other out here, Liquid.
Bear in mind, Anders, it's all started with a Captain Carrigan 1 versus 4.
I know.
That's how they got into this game. That's how it started. Right, maybe we can do something with this. That was 10 rounds ago. Nafly trying to end things here, though. Down but not out. A 5 versus 3 as they pull one back. Less than a minute on the clock, and OC's burning. He is in a lot of trouble, but they're finding the kills. Can they close it out right here, right now? At 3 versus 2. Rainwaker's got an open B bomb site. He's confirmed it. But the bomb is so far away. Robs can shut it down. Surely he's not one step ahead. He's not going to go to T-spawn, is he?
A 5-on-3 that they've brought back into this. If FaZe lose the 30th round like this, that's really devastating. I love this reposition for Rain. I don't think they're ever going to flash this corner because they want to be silent.
God!
A little bit of a peek, and he misses the chance. Osi will take him down instead, and Robs is already over at B, expecting it. It's ridiculous. Liquid, they should be playing overtime right now, and instead, they're going to get the bomb plant down, and it's John Robs to try and see if he can have a clutch of a lifetime here. 1 versus 3. He is in such deep trouble.
He's got a flash, an HE grenade, and a boatload of skill. 14 kills to his name. Hasn't been the best showing here on Mirage. First kill coming in. And it's Nafly to confirm the map for Team Liquid. So close to disaster, Anders. It could have fallen apart at any moment. But in round number 30, they deny it all. A sigh of relief there for Team Liquid.
Well and truly, and probably a little bit of frustration for